What's up, guys? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. It's kind of a cloudy day, but pretty nice. I wanted to get on here and tell you about something really cool and exciting that I'm excited for. So as you guys know, all of my students that take my class, when they don't have a gun, we loan them the Smith & Wesson M&P Compact 2.0 for them to use. And one of my students, Katie, the one that actually had the gun blow up in her face, she was using my Smith & Wesson M&P Compact 2.0. So she was using one of the class guns, and she's taken the class a couple times, and she finally reached out to me and she's like, hey, I think I'm ready to buy a gun. I really want to buy a gun now, which I love, because I always encourage and always want my students that don't already own guns, like when they're in, I've had a lot of students, probably more students that don't own guns than do own guns. So I always try to encourage them, hey, when you leave this class or when you're ready or you feel comfortable, please go buy a gun, you know. Make sure your ID's up to date, or if you don't have an ID, get an ID and go get yourself a gun, because, you know, there's no point of taking these classes, training and learning, if you don't own a gun, you know, because then what can you really do if something bad happens, you know? So, you know, sometimes you get students that say, yeah, I'm gonna buy a gun, and then you don't really know if they went out and bought a gun. And then some students you do get that decide to go out and buy a gun, and I love that, and it's awesome. And the cool thing is, in our class, at the end of the day, we let them try out all kinds of different guns so they can kind of specifically know what they want. But I've noticed that a lot of students, when they use a certain gun in the class all day long, that's the gun that they want, because they've become comfortable with that gun, familiar with it, and they've trained with it. So I've had a lot of students tell me that they want the Smith & Wesson M&P Compact 2.0 because that's what they're comfortable with, probably because they used it in the class. So anyway, Katie, she reached out to me. She's like, hey, I want to buy a gun, and I thought it would be a really cool idea to even film the whole experience. We could film her going to the range, doing the background check, buying her gun, helping her get a fitted holster for her, like the perfect holster for her, whether she wants an Ulti-Clip or not, that's really up to her, but I'll give her all of my recommendations. And then yeah, getting her all set up and good to go, and then she'll start carrying, and it'll be awesome. And then she'll have a gun for, you know, in her house when she hears a bump in the middle of the night, or carrying with her when she goes to the gym, to the store, all these things. So it'll be awesome. So yeah, so far I went around to all kinds of different gun shops and was looking at prices for her, for, you know, all the different prices for the Smith & Wesson M&P. And the cheapest price I could find was about $425, which is a really good deal. It's a used gun, but they said that they only really used a magazine in it, which most used guns, they're not really like run through the ringer. People don't really take them and use them through classes and put them through, you know, like thousands or even hundreds of rounds. Most people just shoot like a box or two, and then they're like, oh, you know, I don't want it, or they sell it because they need money or whatever. So, you know, it's basically brand new because they've only used a box through it, so it's pretty much brand new. And it actually came with a holster too, which it's not the best quality holster. I'm not really sure the brand. It's just a random no brand holster, but it's, at least she would have something, you know, until she can get like the holster that she wants. And then so she's got that, she's got the whole setup excuse me. And she actually already put a down payment on it. So she put a down payment on it so they would hold it for her. And then in a few weeks, she's going to make the rest of the payment and purchase her gun. So we're definitely going to record a video on that. And I'm going to take her there, and it's going to be awesome. And then after she buys her gun, she can come take another class from us and use her gun. So she's taken the class a couple times already, but it'd be awesome for her to use her gun that she owns, in like with her holster and everything concealed in the class. So I think that'd be awesome. I'm super excited for her. I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know and talk to you about that, because the dog's crying, he wants to go inside, because there's just some things that make me so happy with this whole channel and this whole experience. And one of them is things like this, you know, seeing one of my students go take personal responsibility for her safety and actually go buy a gun. And she's got training now, so she's gonna have her gun, so she's good to go, you know. So I will update you guys on that. I'm really excited too for our upcoming classes, September 18th and 19th. If you can make it out, or you know anyone that can make it out, or you guys are anywhere in the area ever, just let me know. But I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later.